Students at Greater Brunswick Middle School are tasked with creating and identifying the different gender roles prevalent and perpetuated by the media. These gender roles can have a specific and a great cause on the way students see themselves as well as the way they see adults in their lives. The guiding question across the curriculum was, how do we learn how to act as men and women? This was a group of 7th and 8th graders, and the content area was, how does society view these women and men? The teachers originally met in the library and discussed this curriculum and how they would implement and assess the students in their change of knowledge. One of the teachers expressed concern and was like, how do we gauge this change in knowledge? And it was proposed that they're not gauging a change in knowledge per se, as well as trying to gauge a change in awareness over the subject matter. Because these gender roles are very prevalent in a society. A brief summary over their curriculum lesson. It started out with the teachers and how they might implement and assess what those students will learn. And then the video jumps to the students in the classroom, and the teacher asks the students for different words that describe men and women used in their culture or used on the street, per se. She said it was fine if they needed to censor themselves, but they shouldn't have to. The students went through and said all of the different words used to describe men and women, and there were very many profane words in that, and the teacher would mention that she was shocked hearing the different profane words to describe the women and men. The teacher then asked for some more positive views of gender roles or positive terms for women and men in the society. The teacher asked the students why they think men and women are portrayed the way that they are through the media, because women are seen as being more feminine through the media, or cooking or cleaning and the household chores, as opposed to the men who are supposed to be providing and working on cars and cutting the grass. The teachers modified the entire curriculum, which means this was not in just one specific class. This was through all classes. In science class, they talked about Punnett squares in genetics. And in history class, they talked about the hardships that women and other cultures may have experienced through the womanist movement and also the feminist movement. Womanism movement, yes. The science, they learned about genetics and how to craft a baby penguin. They were doing Punnett squares, and they had to talk about genetics and the different traits with chromosomes. And they had a model of a man and a woman penguin, and they were told to construct a baby penguin. I think this project was extremely effective in teaching the kids about the different gender roles and also about the effect the media has on gender roles and how they can portray or perpetuate these roles. Students might be influenced by these gender roles presented by the media. Teachers had the students create projects describing the different gender roles and how they can affect students' thinking. Students ended the activity by understanding what it means to be a man or a woman and how those terms can mean different things to different people. The students understood gender roles and their relevance to today's culture. To further this activity, I thought of my own guiding question: why does the media portray gender in the way that it does? Now, it's not a definite question that has a definite answer, but it's more of an open-ended question that opens the floor to discussions for students as to why they